of you is with me and you heard John Addison talk about the fact that no matter who you are, no matter where you're at, you're always going to have issues, you're always going to have problems. There's always going to be something wrong. That's life. And if you can't accept that, if you don't like that, tough. Because it don't change. There's always going to be problems. Here's my speech. Here is the reason I'm here today. You ready? The problem isn't the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Let's do it again for those of you who don't read lips. The problem isn't the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. You see, from the moment this company started, from the moment that the Steve Fishers and Donnie Andersons and Preston Swagneys gathered in that room and saw this, there were problems. There were issues. They told them they were going to launch on a certain date. They didn't. They told them they was going to get licensed by a certain time. They didn't. They told them they was going to launch on another date. They didn't. They told them they could gather customers. They couldn't. But they had the right attitude. They believed. Understand this. This is a vehicle. We're here for one reason and one reason only, to get from point A to point B. That's it. You didn't get in here today, you didn't sign up, you didn't join Stream because you have a passion of sharing kilowatts. You ain't here because you want to share with people about spectrum, bandwidth, mobile. I just learned the other day, I've been saying it wrong, it ain't mobile. Tony says it's mobile. M-O-W-B-I-L-E, mobile. But no one is here today because we wanted to be an energy expert. We wanted to be a cell phone czar. We're here. Every single one of us, whether you're an original investor, whether you're a member of the board of Stream, whether you're in the corporate staff, an employee, or whether you're an independent associate, we're all here for one reason: to make some money. To get paid. To build a business. You are here because you want residual. Bouncer's here because he wants residual. We're here to make money. Now, if you're one of the people that, oh no, I signed up because I just love people. I just love going around and picking flowers and daisies and loving on puppies and burping rainbows. You in the wrong spot. Because I don't know about you, but I'm here to make some money. Our investors want to make money. The board wants to make money. And you and I are here for one reason only: to make money. Now, it ain't just the money, it's what that money will give you. It gives you a double wide with underpinning all the way around. It gives you a beautiful blonde wife. People to this day walk up and look at her, and they look at me, they look at her, and they look at me. They walk right and go, that'd be the residual. I'll take it, baby, I'll take it. So let's talk about this vehicle. Every vehicle there is has issues. I don't care what it is. And with Stream, we've had some issues. You can't sugarcoat it, you can't lie about it. We turned on the windshield wipers and the trunk popped open. We hit the dimmer switch and the radio went off. But the problem is we're focusing on them windshield wipers and them trunks and them radios instead of getting to point B, which is money. You see, when this vehicle first started, they didn't even have a windshield. There wasn't no steering wheel. They had to get out and turn the wheel, get back in, hit the gas, stop, turn the wheel. But they believed and they were getting there and they had the right vehicle. vehicle, I promise you that. We've already set unprecedented standards in energy, and we're going to do the same in mobile. That is if we get our attitude right. Helen Keller is one of my true heroes. This lady was born in 1880 in Alabama. For the first 19 months of her life, she could hear, she could see, she could speak. She was a happy child. And then instantly, because of an undiagnosed illness, some think meningitis, some think scarlet fever, Helen Keller lost her sight and her hearing. You study this lady. She's a published author with over 19 books. She has led the way for the disabled. She has been a banner for women's rights, for political activism. She has truly shown us that the only problem is your attitude about the problem. Helen Keller said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight and no vision. If we are floundering as a company, if we are failing as associates, it's because we've lost our vision. It's because we've lost our belief. You see, early on, those guys believed they were going to get paid. They believed there was residual income, and no matter what happened with the vehicle, they were going from point A to point B. But now, too many of us, we're whining that it ain't playing our favorite song. The air conditioner ain't cold enough. The GPS keeps taking me in circles. And we got to realize that it's time that we start being honest with ourselves. Spring would not be here without you. Without the field, there would be no such thing as spring. You have brought thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of customers to this company. It wouldn't exist without you. Nor would you exist without spring. We have to realize it's a partnership, and we got to get all the facts and say it don't matter about the distractions. I'm going to go make some money. I'll prove my point about getting facts. How many ever flown? Raise your hand if you've ever flown. Raise your hand if you've ever flown in an airplane. You gotta admit, it's one of the more challenging things we do anymore. It's hard to stay positive. It's hard to have a good attitude when you fly, isn't it? I mean, think about it. They make you go through the body search, you take everything off, you put everything on, you hurry up, you wait. Well, I was on a recent trip, and as I'm walking down the terminal, I smelled them cookies. You know, they started making them Cinnabons and them cookies and everywhere. And I'm convinced they got a little fan back there just to push that smell out and walk you upside the head. So I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I get this. A sniff of them chocolate chip cookies, and there I go, Bo. I get me 3 of them big old chocolate chip cookies for about $73. Yeah, them pigs is like $40 a piece. So I'm walking down there, I get to the gate, and I got my roll-on bag, I got my briefcase, I got my spit cup, I got my jacket, I got my cookies. Y'all don't travel with the spit cup? Oh, I'm sorry. My cuspidor. There's only one chair open, it's right there by Aunt B. So I sat down right with this little blue-haired lady, she's real friendly. We get to visit, and folks, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Aunt B and I are talking, we're pleasant, we're happy, we both got a great attitude, and all of a sudden she reaches down and she takes a cookie out of that white bag. And I'm thinking, that's $32. And right then and there, the DFW chocolate chip cookie eating contest began. I went in the bag and I grabbed a cookie. Boy, she gave me a dirty look, and there we went. Crumbs are flying, chocolate chips are bouncing. We both eat them cookies as quick as we can, but we both knew there was only one left in that bag. can't believe it. Finally, I pushed that cookie in. I reached in the bag. I got the last one. I looked at it. She gets up, grabs her bag, and she starts walking off. She's saying things Aunt B shouldn't say. Stopping and looking and shaking her head, walking and stopping. And I'm like, what? Where did you get off? Who do you think? Good thing my wife ain't here. I'd have her whoop you. About that time, they called my flight, so I'm gathering all my stuff up. I get my spit bottle, I get my jacket, I get my roll-on bag, I get my briefcase. And under all that is my white bag. You better get on fast when you start blaming screens. You better get on fast when you start blaming the field. You better get on fast when you start wanting to put things to someone else. Point number 2, if you want to have a good attitude, then you got to let people see it. We had an old guy back home. He was pulled up to a stoplight. As he's sitting there, it changed yellow, so he just stops. He's in no hurry. Behind him comes up this city slicker, one of these fancy little sports cars. And boy, the city slicker's mad. He's honking on the horn. He's cussing. He's flying the bird at him because he wants to go through the light. He can't believe this old man stopped. All of a sudden, the cop sitting over on the town square saw what's going on. He walks out there and he drags the city slicker out of the car. Drags him over to the courthouse. He's taking him in. And he goes, I'm putting you in jail. He said, well, you put me in jail. He said, I saw what you did. I saw the way you treated that elderly gentleman. There was no reason for you to act that way. Y'all hear that? I didn't say elderly gentleman very good. Oh, you didn't know that was good. All of a sudden, the policeman comes back and says, I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have to let you go. It was my mistake. He said, well, why were you going to arrest me? He said, well, I saw the back of your car and it said, follow me to Sunday school. What would Jesus do? God is my co-pilot. And then I saw the way he was treating that man, so I just figured you had to stone the car. You claim that you're positive. You claim that you support this vehicle. You claim that you believe in our future, but do people really see it, or are they seeing something different? Don't be too quick to judge, and please let people see who you truly are. Third point, you've got to find the good. There was a potentate, a king. As a young prince, he was given a slave, a servant. And this young slave and servant became best friends with the future king. And they grew up together. They played together. They ate together. They were truly brothers in a sense. One royalty, one a slave. Finally, the king started feeling guilty about it. He said, I can't believe that you have to be my servant. And the servant said, oh no, king, this is good. Because if I hadn't been captured, if I hadn't been assigned to you, I don't know what my life would have been like. I have a good home. I get to eat. I have a great friend in you. This is good, king. The prince grew up and he became king, and he had a passion for hunting. The slave and servant would join him and go with him because he loved it as well. And it was the servant's job to load the muzzle loader. You know what that is? It's a gun you put a bullet in the hard way. One day they was hunting. The king went to shoot a lion, and something went wrong with the gun. It blew up. It blew the king's thumb off. The king was mad at his slave. He was mad at his servant, and he put him in prison. You know what the servant said? This is good. This is what should happen. It wasn't too long, the king went on another hunting trip. He got caught by some cannibals. These cannibals started eating his hunting party one at a time. They finally got down to the king and they're about to eat him, and they realized he didn't have a thumb. Well, these cannibals was a little superstitious. They didn't want to eat something that wasn't 100% USDA whole. So they let the king go. The king, feeling guilty, went back and he released his servant from prison. He said, I'm so sorry. He said, I shouldn't put you in prison. He said, it's so horrible. I apologize. And the servant said, oh no, king, this is good. I'm glad I was in prison. And the king said, how can you always say it's good? How can you see it as good? And the servant said, well, you're sorry. If I had been with you, I would have been captured. I got both phones. You want to change this business, you gotta start learning to say, this is good. You have to understand that it's time to truly be who you say you are. Stream can't exist without us, nor we can't exist without them. For the first time as we go forward, we are going to be a true partner in making money. This is about residual. This is about changing your life. This is about having a plan that works. I'm so sick and tired of being ashamed of what we do. People ask me, what you do? I tell them, I'm a pyramid people. I'm a pyramid person. I do one of them things. I'm proud of it. I love my ring. People all the time, what's that ring for? Super Bowl? Rodeo? No. I get it because I get to work with the best people in the world. I get it because I have the opportunity to give hope and dreams and passion to new people. Hear me. You're here to make money. But the great thing about our business, the only way you can do it, the only way you can make money is by helping others make it. The only way you ever promote is by helping others promote themselves. This business will reward you as you work to reward others. I'm so truly blessed. I have been given 18 executive directors, 3 presidential directors, and every one of them have built and grown and prospered in spite of being on my team. That's this business. Helen Keller, she said, alone we can do little. Together